What's up, YouTube? This is Nate the Great here with another video for you. I wanted to first say thank you for the people that chose to subscribe and support me, with this channel. Hopefully, I would like for it to grow and everyone could get some good content out of this, especially if you're a pure wrestling fan and you want some honest opinions on these championship belts, and I'm happy to give that to you with the belts that I receive. So I definitely want to say thank you to all the support, and I want to say thank you to all the other YouTube creators on championship belts that I looked at that inspired me to work with different belt makers and to get these belts because I always wanted these belts myself, and didn't know where to get them. So thanks for to Stephen Hammer and definitely Jacob the Rainbow Warrior. I appreciate you guys. I definitely gotten some good information and inspiration from you guys. So hopefully somebody else out there can get the same from me. This is an important video that I'm making that was actually pretty requested multiple times in the comment section. Uh, I do have an AEW World Title belt from SA Championship Belts, and I also have an AEW World Championship belt from Moc Belts. I don't know how many people have this situation that can actually make a comparison video. Fortunately, I'm able to do so. And I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to give an honest opinion on both belts and the comparisons. And hopefully that'll help you decide, which one to go with. And let's do this. Okay, everybody. We have both my AEW World Championship belts here. And I do want to apologize that I might be a little shaky with the camera. I'm holding my phone here, which is the new Z Fold 3, which hopefully, somebody out there will get it. It's a beautiful phone, brand new. It's great. So this is my first video with my new phone. So on the top here, we have the AEW Championship belt from SA Championship Belts. And the bottom belt is my AEW Championship from Moc Belts. There are some differences. We're going to go over them. I want to first say that they're both gorgeous belts. I'm never going to say that they're not gorgeous, either one of them. They're both wonderful, and I'm very fortunate to have them both. There's circumstances behind me getting both, but we're right this moment we're not going to get into it. Let's get into the comparisons that you guys want to see. First and foremost, uh, I can. The first thing I noticed is that the SA Championship belt version is definitely bigger. It is a larger belt, and that was one of the selling points that I went with when they advertised their belt, that they had the biggest belts. I love my big belts. I'm going to do another video on my IWGP Heavyweight Championship belt individually because I did a combo with my IWGP US title belt, but I will be doing an individual one. It is huge, heavy. I love my belts big and heavy. So the SA Championship belts is definitely bigger. The plates are bigger. The Moc belts at the bottom, it is a beautiful belt. It's a little smaller. But I do want to let you know that I ordered this belt over a year ago and just received this belt like a couple of months ago, which is one of the reasons why I have both belts. I thought that I wasn't going to receive my Moc belt. Whole lot of runaround, rigmarole, promises, all that stuff. But I definitely want to let you know that the AEW at the top it's a bigger plate. It's a wider plate. And oh yeah, by the way, the AEW belt at the top, the SA Championship belts, as you can see, and actually with my new phone, it sort of is showing them a little bit better than the previous phone I had. This belt has Swarovski crystals on it. As you can see, you can look at the gleam. When I move the camera, you can see the gleam in the crystals. So I paid an extra $100 to get the Swarovski crystals on the SA Championship belts version. Oh, also, I am going to be talking at the same time about the different experiences I had with both belt makers. Um, Here is the Moc Belts version. It's a beautiful belt. Um, it's the main plate is a little slimmer and it's a little long, but and I definitely noticed it. Like I said on the other Moc Belts video, the other belt video that I made on this, they sent me a belt. Finally, they sent me a belt, but they sent me a belt with Chris Jericho's uh label on it. The plate. I did not request Chris Jericho. I requested my own name, but that just goes to show you that they probably sent me someone else's belt, even after all this time that I was, fighting with them and waiting for them to send me my belt, and they still sent me someone else's belt just to probably shut me up. Whereas the difference between with the SA, I was in constant contact with the belt makers, the owner. Steve, you're awesome. He kept in touch with me. I didn't have to ask him for information on my belt. He invited the information. He sent me pictures. He was constantly I was constantly in the know. And he asked me multiple times, did I want to make modifications on it? Anything I wanted to change, add, take away, whatever it is. So that was a huge difference. I didn't hear from Moc Belts for weeks, months sometimes, after hitting them up on Facebook Messenger, and I would hear different things. Your belts and da 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 da. It's getting packed. It's getting shipped, and I never got it. Like I said, it's been over a year and 4 months actually, when I got that belt. So back to the belt. As you can see, the plates are wider and bigger on the SA Championship belts version. These plates, and it might look a little different because I'm closer to the Moc Belts version, but these plates are little, they're smaller, but they're definitely well defined, like they're supposed to be. I like the fact that they really go, with both plates, just like they're supposed to. They're both, stacked plates. They're both stacked, like they're supposed to be. The leather, both leather is pretty good. Is definitely, I can't complain about either leather. Both wonderful leather. They both have AEW stamped in between, as you can see. Both of them stamped in there. One difference I definitely see between the two is that the middle plates on the SA Championship belts are all lined up. And they're lined up with the middle, as you can see, all the way over. They're all on the same line. Whereas on the Moc belts, as you can see, this plate is higher than this one. And then you got the middle plate, and then it's the same thing over here. This plate and this one, after looking at it, after I received the belt and had more time with it, I'm definitely noticing some differences and some, some flaws. This plate is a tiny bit crooked. It shouldn't be crooked like that. And it's, like I said, they're all not on the same level. Um, like I said, I'm going to give an honest opinion. I'm going to give an honest review on the two belts. So if anyone ordered from either one, you'll know what to get because I have them both for you. I haven't seen any other videos comparing these two belts. So I would like to think I'm the foremost authority on these two belts and from these two belt makers. And so also on this side, there's the leather again. Good leather on both of them. I admit that. One thing I did notice on the mock belts version of the belt, and I don't know if you already see this without me saying it already, but there are some jewels missing. There's some jewels missing, and some jewels came off after I received the belt. However, they glued these these crystals on here. They didn't use the best glue because a couple of them I ran my fingers across them and they came off. I'm very disappointed about that. Whereas SA Championship belts, they made sure they took their time to make sure whatever glue that they use for on my Swarovski crystals never comes off. I'm not missing a single crystal on the SA Championship belts version of the belt. I mean, I can run my fingers across them. I don't care how big the crystal is. They none of them have come off. This is a extremely well made belt. I will give them all the respect. Steve, you did amazing. Um, mock belts for the long wait and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little, shout out to Jade Cargill. I'm a little jaded because I received terrible service from mock belts, and apparently I'm not alone because I heard so many people on my comment sections on my previous videos and even on their own website, people are not happy with the service of mock belts, and their website was down for a while. I mean, I was happy to receive my belt finally, but it looks like they rushed this with all the stuff that they, was promising and all the lies and everything. They rushed this belt. Like I said, they probably shipped me someone else's belt, to shut me up. I watched another video. A gentleman from Australia said the same thing. He received his belt. It didn't have the plate that, and please excuse me. I'm trying to point at certain places. I'm trying to hold the phone at the same time. He didn't receive the plate that he asked for, so he assumed that it was probably somebody else's belt. Which is, I'm doing the same thing. If this was the only belt that I had, I would probably be more satisfied with it. If I received this belt first, I would probably be a little more satisfied with it. But because I had to go through all the crap with mock belts and I received my SA Championship belts first, and the quality and the size and all the stuff, and I didn't have the problems that I had with the SA gentleman period. I'm now a little more critical of the mock belts version. I watched the wrestler that promoted mock belts all over the place. All his videos, it seemed like he got nothing but mock belts, and they made custom belts for him. I can't remember his name right now, but shout out to him. He got special service from him. He got his belts quick. He got custom made belts from him. And no, hey, look, it is what it is. I guess he got a special relationship with mock belts. But me as a regular customer, which is the majority of people out there, should be treated better. And I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. So these are both beautiful belts. They're both beautiful belts, but you know, you make your own decision. Maybe your belt from Mock Belts, if you already ordered, will come better than this one. I'm satisfied that I finally got what I paid for. It could have been a little better, but I'm happy that I got my SA. I got it first, and I have another belt being made by them. When you do right, you get more service, and I'm I'm good to go. And hopefully this video will help somebody else out, and you can see both versions of the championship. Um Actually, oh, by the way, the mock belts version of the belt has gone up significantly. I originally paid $350 when they were first selling this belt. Now they want like 600. I noticed that they revamped their mock belts, revamped their website, and I keep getting emails, all this stuff. They selling all these belts and stuff, but um, buyer beware. You fall for their stuff. They gonna have you you know on a waiting list, and they will not get right back to you like SA will. And I'm just being honest. And that's why I got more belts on the way coming from them and other belt makers that I have better relationships with. So I hope somebody out there has a gets anything, something out of this video. Hopefully this will answer some questions for you. Oh, by the way, another one before I forget. I told you about this on the SA video for this belt. These four globes. These four globes are stacked, just like the original AEW championship. These four are not. They're not stacked. And that's a difference. So also that's another one. So I like to be completely transparent on my videos. So hopefully this helps anyone out. Please like and subscribe. I got more belts coming. I got more stuff coming. I'm doing reviews on belts that I already have that I have not made a video for you. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just had something to eat. You get the realness from me. Actually, why don't I do this as well? No, well, let's see here. This belt is very, very heavy. I work out every day. I like to think I'm a very strong guy. This belt is very heavy. This one, it's heavy also, but it's more centered toward the middle. But both belts are pretty heavy, and I'm proud to have both of them. I paid for both of them, and I do believe that you should get what you pay for, but you shouldn't have to wait forever to get it, especially when it's supposed to come when they first say that it's going to be 9 weeks. I was okay with that, even during the pandemic. But the problem with mock belts is I kept seeing everyone else getting their belts, and they ordered after me, and they received their belts way before me. So I won't even give mock belts the benefit of the doubt on that one, because they've smashed that theory 1,000 times. And both belt makers are in Pakistan. And they had the same issues over there. And one belt maker was able to get me my belt when they said they were going to give it to me. and kept constant communication with me. One chose not to. No matter how patient I was, no matter how okay, understanding I was, you know, it is what it is. So the people that already got belts from, being ordered from Moc Belts, be prepared to wait. SA, they stick by their word, man. They stick by their word. When they say they're going to give you a belt within a certain period of time, it's going to happen. So hopefully this belt review helps people out. Please like and subscribe. I got more content coming. I'm I'm cranking the videos out when I can. A brother do have a normal life here, family, kids, wife. I do these when I can. I just hope they're appreciated. Peace out till the next video. See y'all later.